The man is eating grilled corn. He notices his son is crying from the hot sauce on the corn, but he still eats with gusto. Then he notices people around them love spicy food, so an idea hits him. He decides to make spicy chips. He buys a lot of hot sauce and keeps testing new recipes, but the sauce he makes has his son yelling from the heat.
Hot? Like elote hot? Good hot?
No, bad.
While they insist on making the sauce by hand, many factories are mixing with tech, using test tubes and injectors to blend chili extract. The heat doubles, but it is not natural. Richard insists on real ingredients paired with a Mexican-style hot sauce to thoroughly mix the spices. He even borrows a hamster wheel. The whole family runs all over town, tasting every kind of chili. Finally, they dial in a spicy flavor that is delicious and addictive.
Ow, burn!
Burns good or burns bad?
It burns good.
Yeah!
After the hot sauce succeeds, Richard goes to the factory manager. The manager ignores his advice and mocks him for not going straight to the president. So Richard digs out the headquarters number and calls the company president in Italy directly.
I have an idea that you need to hear.
I'm listening.
We eat Doritos, but not before covering them suckers with tapatio.
It's like the more it burns, the more money we'll spend on it. So I thought,
Why don't I make my own spicy slurry?
and I got a plan, Mr. Enrico, to get it to the streets, to get it to my people.
A lot of confidence there, Richard.
Yes, sir.
If it's okay, I'd like to send you some samples, sir.
More than okay.
He mails the sample to Roger. After Roger tastes it, he just cannot stop. In the end, he does not even have time to wipe his hands before calling Richard back, saying he will fly to the United States for an inspection. When Roger's car stops in front of the plant, Richard's fate begins to change. Once Roger arrives at the factory, he calls Richard to the conference room and has him present a product briefing. The canned script is impossible for Richard to read, so he goes off script. Richard holds up his FIamin'Hot Cheetos and talks about how good they taste. But when the executives ask about market share, Richard does not know what that term means, so he gestures the length of a supermarket shelf. The room bursts into laughter. Then Richard uses plain language to explain how ordinary people love spicy flavors. Roger even stands up and copies his arm spread and decides to back the proposal. However, after FIamin'Hot Cheetos go into production, they do not get a strong response. The plant manager decides to stop making the flavor. The setback leaves Richard doubting himself. That night, Richard cannot sleep. Talking with his family, he realizes the factory never advertised FIamin'Hot Cheetos. Richard suddenly has a plan. He loads up the factory's inventory of FIamin'Hot Cheetos onto a truck outside, then has the neighborhood crew hand them out for free. His family heads straight to the supermarket and buys out every bag on the shelf. As other shoppers look over curiously, Richard seizes the moment to pitch the snack. The customers are amazed, and people start snapping up FIamin'Hot Cheetos. The first quarter sales report lands on Roger's desk. He wonders how much the plant manager invested. When he learns the manager did not spend a penny, Roger is furious. Roger calls Richard. He places an order for 5 million units. That night, the dying factory springs back to life. Every production line starts up. 6 months later, the plant is back to its peak size. When Richard comes to clean the second floor, Roger has been waiting at the office door. He slides a nameplate into the door right in front of Richard. Richard becomes the marketing director, as everyone starts applauding him.